start? So I'll start with the Western Conference.
Okay.
So I just give you my the last team will be like 10 and 11 could switch, like maybe the 11th will get it, but this is this is in order too. So this is the top playoff teams that I have in the Western Conference in order. Clippers number 1, Dallas, the Warriors, Lakers, the Pelicans, Nuggets, Suns, T-Wolves, Grizzlies. T-Wolves. So the T-Wolves. So that's the top 8. So that's the 8. And then Grizzlies would be 9. Portland sneaking in there in 10. Maybe the Spurs is a wild horse. I had them at the 11th spot.
They going for Victor. They ain't worried about
it. I have respect for Greg Popovich. So
they're 100% tanking this year.
Yeah. I don't even know any player on that team. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know who's on that team. Now that Murray left, I'm not sure who's on that team. And I'm respecting Dame, that Dame is gonna be healthy and he can get them into.
I mean, they got a little squad this year, so they should be better.
The Portland, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got some young boys. So that's my top 8. So whoever wants to go next.
I'll go, I guess.
So you guys are gonna send me this. So say because we're gonna. So did you write these down or did you put it on your phone?
I did, but I can just send it to you.
Yeah, just take a picture of it. Okay.
I'm thinking Warriors first, then we'll say the Clippers. They got a lot of wings this year. That kind of scares me. Let's see. I'm really high on Denver. I feel like they're going to be better this year, like now that they got Murray back. And
that's what I put. Yep.
Go Denver 3rd. Let's see. Dallas, probably 5th. Or no, 4th. I'm sorry, 4th. See, I don't know. Phoenix, like they lost one player, but the chemistry is a little weird right now. So
they're supposed to be getting rid of Jay Crowder too, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They're going to lose him.
That's what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah,
that's who they lost, but the chemistry is like off right now. So I'm not.
Chris Paul's another year older.
Yeah,
I love him, but
I'm gonna still say Suns 5th. Suns 5th. I gotta put Memphis in there. Memphis. I think I would put Memphis over the Suns.
So Memphis 5th?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Then the Suns.
Then the Suns 6.
Then I gotta go with NOLA. I'm gonna go New Orleans.
Okay.
Yeah. And then that's what, 7?
7.
Yep.
Oh, I'm bugging out. The Timberwolves are gonna be. I feel like they'll be a good regular season team.
Yeah.
Rudy.
Yeah, they'll be a good regular season team.
That ain't gonna work. That's just me. That ain't gonna
the
work.
Western Conference is low key.
It's very competitive.
The East is actually competitive too. This is actually going to be a competitive season. Actually,
I think it's just you have high end, low end, right? There's.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
All right, I guess I'm putting Timberwolves last, and they're 8.
So T-Wolves after the Pelicans.
Yeah.
All right, so that's your top 8.
Yeah.
And then who's the 2 in the play-in?
We'll go Lakers and the Trailblazers.
Oh, 7, 8, 9, 10. He said no love for LeBron.
No. Yeah, Lakers and Trailblazers.
Okay. So you got Warriors, Clippers, Denver, Dallas, Memphis, Suns, Pelicans, T-Wolves, Lakers, Blazers.
Yeah.
Park, you're up.
Oh man. Just because I don't want Golden State to be number 1, I'm just not going to put him there. So I'll say Denver because I think Jamal Murray back is huge.
Mm-hmm.
And then I hate the Clippers, so I'm not going to put them up there either. Let's say Dallas as 2, Golden State as 3. Because I still think it's weird. Jordan Poole, I don't know what's going to happen with that.
That scares me a little bit. That scares me. It just
he's either his head is not going to be there, or like I don't know. It's going to go one of two ways, right? He's not there. He doesn't want to be there anymore. He basically happened what happened with KD, or they get over it, and then Draymond's like, his big brother or whatever. But I just Draymond's such an ass. Like,
and they won the championship. I'd be scared for the teams that won, and the next year they kind of slack off a little bit, especially regular season. They go through the motion, the regular season, because they're like, you know what I mean? They just get up. So I feel like them being the number one or being a top seed, they can win it with a 7th seed. I don't think they really care about it like that.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
So yeah, I'll go with them third, and then I mean, Kawad's back. Right,
you have to, even though you hate them,
I hate him.
They're good. They're a deep squad, man. They're good.
Yeah, Clippers. I mean, so they'll probably be 4th. They could be higher. I'm just gonna put them 4th. I don't really care. I'm gonna put the Grizzlies 5th. I think that was a good call. They're young, and Ja is as long as he stays healthy, they're dangerous.
But even then, like, they played still really well without him. So.
Yeah. They're another deep squad too. Yeah, their squad is.
So them, and then I'd say, I still think. Well, I'm gonna go. I mean, I guess you have to go Phoenix just because you have to respect what they did last year. They can still put up. They could be higher again, same thing, but I just don't.
But the funny thing is, even though you have Phoenix, like that's 6, right? It's your 6th team. Yeah. They could still have like a 52 and 20.
They can still have a really good record.
That's how it's gonna end up like that. They're gonna all be like right around each other. It's gonna be the 6th seed and the 1 seed is gonna be like 3 games apart from like being the difference. It's gonna be that type of like that.
Yeah, you're gonna have basically like the top 5, 6 teams in the West are probably gonna be 50+ win teams, and then you're gonna have your so New Orleans and who is it? New Orleans,
T-Wolves.
T-Wolves, I guess. Well, actually, I'm not going to put this. So I'm going to say New Orleans and the Lakers.
Okay.
So Lakers are 8th. They're going to end up so New Orleans is probably going to end up 4 or 5 games out from like the 6th seed, right? Because of record-wise, they're not going to be able to. But the Lakers are going to squeak in at 50, 500, right? Like that's where they're all going to be, or under. Didn't some of those teams made it without being under.
Right.
They're like New Orleans. Watch New Orleans have a 48, right, or 47, but then the Lakers will end up with 39 and 44 or 45 or whatever it is,
because the top teams are beating up on those teams. Yeah.
But I think honestly with the Lakers, I think what's going to happen is Westbrook's either gonna buy in right now with being benched because they just said he's gonna come off the bench, which I highly doubt is gonna happen, or they're gonna get rid of him.
They're gonna
because they can't shut him down. So they said, "Oh, they're just gonna shut him down." I was like, "You lose too much money shutting him down. You got to get whatever you can for him now."
They're gonna end up doing the Pacers trade. I think they're gonna end
the only one that makes sense.
Yeah, I think they're just gonna end up biting the bullet and just whatever.
Was it Miles Turner and
Buddy?
Yeah. I mean,
I do that in a heartbeat. I gotta get rid of West. I love you, West, but nah, he's still airballing free throws. Man, is wild crazy.
Yeah, he's
bugged out.
Head case now.
I love him, but nah.
I honestly think the Timberwolves is gonna be a bust. I think it's gonna be a complete bust. Yeah, I think that trade was dumb. I don't think it's going to help him at all.
I think they gave up a lot for him.
They gave a lot, but they still have Towns, Gobert. They still have Anthony, right? They still got Edwards. Who's their point? Who is it? Oh, they still have Damn, you sure? Yeah, they still have.
I feel like they're going to be a really good regular season team.
Yeah, they have a good little.
Sorry, I just think there'll be a playoff bust for sure.
They're gonna make the playoffs. They have to.
I just think I don't know if they're going to have the right chemistry to begin with, so I think they're going to have a slow start. And maybe they pick it up, but I don't know if they're going to be able to really, really get that spot, keep it going in the playoffs or right before the playoffs. So it'll be a tell right at the All-Star break, right, where they're at.
So Lakers, T-Wolves. So T-Wolves, you're 9.
T-Wolves are playing, and then alongside who is it?
Dame.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, if Dame gets the play-in. And he has a chance. He's
very afraid.
He's playing. Yeah, they're in. He's gonna will them in because that's how he is.
All
We
right.
remember we debated that though about Dame. It's
I
like
love Dame. Dame's my top 3 players. It's Chris Paul, Kyrie, and Dame. Those are my 3 favorite
remember we were talking about how he low key is just like chilling. He stays in
You don't
Portland.
even know. I don't even be knowing what he does. I don't know what I don't hear a peep from the guy. I don't know what he does over there. I don't
So
know
he's getting
what's
his
going
bag
on.
regardless, but it's like, do you want to be a competitor or do you want to get your bag? So
Yeah,
I'm not mad at him. You know what I mean?
tired
But
of him
he doesn't care about a chip.
Yeah, I'm like sick of it. Every other day you hear he's talking about being loyal to.
Yeah. In the beginning, it was cool, but now it's just like, okay, we
Yeah, it's like,
understand.
all right, we get it.
That's all right. It's cool, man. I don't want to hear no more loyalty. That's fine. You're good. Because I'm not being loyal to losers. I'm not playing on no losing team. After a while, it's just too much.
Yeah, you get your money and then you dip.
Yeah. Nah. All right. So
I think
okay.
this is his last contract, though. I'll tell you that.
He said what? You said what?
I think this is his last contract. Like he's
yeah, he's like
money.
33. He's older.
I'm saying
now.
this will be his last one, and then if he goes anywhere, he's going to go somewhere for money. I mean, he's going to go for somewhere for a chip.
Contender.
For a chip. But he'll get like a 2-year, whatever, maybe a third-year player option or something.
Because how long is his next one right now? Was it 4-year?
Is he still on it?
What did he get?
I know he signed the max. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I just don't know how much. I don't know if it's 4-year, but like, yeah, he's going to keep this contract, this big contract, and then it's going to be, I don't know. Is he going to stick with the loyalty thing, or is he going to really just be like, I just stuck out 4 years with this?
4 years, 176.
So yeah, I just stuck out 4 more years, and I got nothing to show for it. We're not even. We're barely a player.
How old is he? Is he 33? He's 33, right? I think he's like 33.
Yeah.
He has to be 32, 33.
I think he's younger than that.
32.
He's 32.
There you go.
He's in his prime still.
Right now, so like 30. Yeah, I mean, he gets his 36.
He got
4.
4.
He'll get one more. He'll get one more like decent contract, and that's like. So if he's smart, he's gonna go contender.
I think he requests a trade by his 3rd year.
Does he have an opt out? I wonder if he has an opt out.
Dame,
he might opt out.
he just wants to put out his next album, but which is he's actually a good rapper. Actually, he could actually rap very well, but I just want him. He's just one of those players that he's a big time player. You just want to see him in the big stage. You know what I mean? You just want to see him in those games. Like,
yeah,
just freaking. You see what he did against your boy Paul George. I think arguably one of the craziest shots ever.
One of the greatest celebrations.
Yo, that whole sequence is one of the, and even all the way to Paul George saying that it was a bad shot is the perfect analogy of everything that went on. Because that's not a good shot, man. I'm not guarding that. I'm not thinking you're gonna shoot from that far. That's wild, crazy to win a game. That's wild.
It was tied though. You know what I mean? So like,
It is tied, but that's still wild far he shot from. Like that's crazy. NBA players today are crazy, but all right. So I go with the so I start off with the East. So you already know who my number one, man. And Ben Simmons, I trust. So
that's number one. Interesting.
Wow.
After that, bro, did you see the ball movement? Yo, bro, I'm telling you, you just have this feeling. I just have this feeling that like Ben Simmons, that like this team is just gonna click. Like how it's like the when LeBron came to Miami the first year where it was like everybody hated Miami. Like I feel like everybody hates the Nets and they're just gonna use that approach, and I feel like that's just gonna give them energy. I don't know. I could be absolutely wrong, but I feel like they're gonna prove a point. So I'm going Nets number one. I'm scared with this because I'm not a Harden fan, but I got Sixers number two. I'm nervous because I don't know what Harden's gonna show up. He said he lost 100 pounds, which is insane. That's not possible.
He said he lost 100.
That's not possible at all. That's wild crazy. But he definitely did lose some weight.
He literally was like, he's like, yeah, coming in like healthier, like leaner, lost whatever. And they were like, how much weight you lose? He goes like 100.
What kind of number? That's wild crazy. So you go from like 250 to 150. That's such an extreme.
20 pounds, 25, like 100.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, he could have lost 40 for all we know. Like he really.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's
kind of one of those guys, like because he looks, some of those pictures look wild.
Like he looked kind of like sick in some of those pictures.
Yeah, no, he does look little. He does look mad little.
But you're so used to him having that.
And Maxey, I feel like he's gonna have a breakout season, Maxey. So
Oh yeah, he's been killing preseason.
He has.
Yeah, he's been killing.
Yeah, I feel like this is his time to shine. So I feel like Harden could just sit back and really play point guard role and just be point guard in that team. Adoka, I don't know what you're doing, but Celtics, I still got you number 3. I don't feel like that's going to affect them at all. I don't think that even matters to them. They can care less about it. I actually think they probably I wouldn't be surprised if some of them knew this was going on. Like,
they did.
That's not going to.
It doesn't even matter. Like, the whole thing doesn't matter to me.
The whole thing is that's not it. So I still have the Celtics being up there. So Celtics 3, Bucks. Giannis is just so good, man. They're just win because he's just good, man. He's gonna get them 50 wins or whatever. And what's the name? Middleton coming back. If he comes back healthy, hopefully he'll be back, but he should be fine. That's my 4th. Then this is where it gets a little. I'm taking a chance. I think Cleveland's gonna be good, man. I don't know why I think I just have a feeling Cleveland. They're young and they're just like they want to prove a point. I feel like they're gonna be good. So I'm gonna have Cleveland at 5. Mm-hmm. Then I got Miami and Spoelstra. I trust. Spoelstra's arguably the best coach in the NBA. That team just wins. Miami, even when they're bad, they're still good. They just somehow win games. So they're gonna be right there, just like they're always. Just when the playoffs come, they don't win. But this is scary for me because the Bulls did so good last year. They were like the top seed for some time, and then they just dropped off. It was like so weird. They just got so bad. But it's because Lonzo's always hurt. Like these guys, Lonzo has Lonzo ever played more than like 50 games in the season? Lonzo is always hurt. The man, and it's always like an ankle or a foot or something like that. It's always the same type of injury he has. But I'm trusting that he's going to play at least. Give me 60 games. 60 games of Alonzo.
He might not even play this season.
He might not play at all.
He might not play this season.
So that's contingent on if
right
they
now?
have Lonzo.
Like his knee is like all messed up.
It's like messed up.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's contingent. I don't know. I'm hoping
if he doesn't play, then it's a wrap.
If he doesn't, yeah, it's a wrap. So I got
It'll be a
Bulls.
playing team.
I got Bulls there. Hawks. I like Murray. I like the Murray trade, man. Murray in the backcourt with the guy I hate. God, I don't even talk about this guy, man. I hate that. But I still trust the Hawks are gonna be good. I thought they're gonna be a good squad. But you know how I feel about Wilson. He is. I know. I can picture his face in my mind right now, and this shit is just.
I could just picture a lollipop with hair on it.
God, he is so. Have you? When he talks,
that's the first thing.
And when he talks, it's even worse. It's oh my, he's such an annoying voice. He's just like annoying. His hair looks ridiculous. He's just a ridiculous kid, but whatever. I don't know. The Raptors, I don't even know who's still on the Raptors. Precious is on there. I know he's on there, so hopefully they'll do good. And they have the same squad. They always have the same team every year. The Raptors don't make trades or anything. They just come in with the same team every year. Nobody wants to go to Canada. I see like nobody wants to leave Canada. So it's like you're just stuck with the same team.
Well, I mean, Lowry's gone, so I mean, they definitely.
I mean, but Lowry's washed up. I mean, not washed up, but he's older.
No, he's washed up. I think.
Yeah, he's washed up.
He gained Harden's 100 pounds.
Until all those guards like that, though, Lowry's always been like that. It's kind of like it reminds me of like Chris Childs and like Raymond Felton, like
Baron Davis.
Like,
the same
like
body,
heavy set guards that just like eventually there's like the weight took over.
The weight just takes over there. They can't keep it down no more. That's a fact. So what's Raptors 8? Then no, Raptors is 9. Sorry, Raptors is 9, and then all you Knicks fans don't hate on me. I'm throwing you guys in there. Knicks, you're looking young. Brunson, they got a young squad.
Not sold. Not sold at all. But
I feel like they're gonna ship because it was between the Knicks or Hornets, and I mean I love Melo, but it's probably gonna be the Hornets. But I feel like the Knicks.
Hornets are definitely about to tank.
They're taking right. They want
Melo's hurt too, so yeah, they're probably gonna tank.
Okay,
who's hurt?
I feel like the Knicks want to. I feel like I'm giving the Knicks this last spot.
So, they say he's going to be out for like a month or so. So I feel like they're going to just tank.
They still got.
So that's my squad. Who you got? Who you guys got? That's my top 10.
All right, let's see. We'll go. I'm going to go Sixers 1. Celtics 2. Miami 3. Hawks 4.
Oh man, where the Nets don't even make it in, do they?
No, Nets 5.
Oh
Oh
man,
wait, I'm tripping. I forgot about the Bucks.
the Bucks. Yeah.
Um,
Now you go push the Nets 6.
You gotta push
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah.
You're gonna
Well,
put the Bucks above the Hawks.
all right, we'll go. Sixers 1, Celtics 2, Bucks 3, and then who did I say after?
Heat.
Heat 4. Okay, Hawks 5, Nets 6. Ooh. I want to say Cleveland 7, and
I like that.
I guess the Raptors 8.
Yeah,
I guess the Raptors 8.
The bottom is like a toss up.
Yeah, and then I'll go Knicks and I'm gonna go Knicks and Washington sleeper.
Whoa, the Hawks don't make it in?
I thought I said the Hawks.
You said okay, yeah, my fault. Hawks is up. My fault. Washington. Who the hell do they
Yeah,
have?
I'm going sleeper
Oh,
Washington.
they have Porzingis still, right? They have Porzingis?
Yeah. Let me see who's on their roster. Actually, I feel like
Porzingis is gonna play like 17 games.
think about it. They got
No, Porzingis is another one that
they got Monte Morris now. They got Will Barton. They got Kuzma, Rui, and Porzingis and Bradley Beal. Like I think they'll be all right.
That's an Eastern Conference. That's a 32 and 40 something.
Right, like, they'll be like,
You're right. I'll never get them into the 10th.
they might be playing. I feel like they can be playing.
No, that you're right. That could be. They definitely can be. I'm being funny. All right, Park.
Detroit Pistons 1.
The Detroit Pistons are Pistons, the Magic. They are just playing.
I feel like the Pistons will be fun to watch this year, even though they're going to lose a lot. But they'll be fun.
Who do they even have?
They got
the what's the name point guard Ivy, right?
Aiden Ivy, yeah.
They got Ivy and Cunningham still.
Cunningham, then they
And
got
that's all I know. And the guy that fought LeBron. I wanted to fight LeBron. I don't even know his name.
they got Isaiah Stewart.
That guy. Yeah.
And they still got Marvin Bagley, who's played really well last year. They got Bogdanovich now.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
And they got Sadiq Bey, who played really well last year. So
Right, they got a
it'll be
little
fun to
squad.
watch. They won't win games.
All right.
It'll be fun to watch.
Number 1, Detroit Pistons. No. We'll go. I'm gonna go Celtics. Celtics 1. They're gonna do it in spite of it. They're gonna be like, I don't care if we don't have a coach. We're just gonna do it anyway, because clearly it doesn't matter. They did it with Brad Stevens, and he's terrible. So,
Yeah.
I'd like to be optimistic with the Nets, but I have to go Sixers, even though I don't like them. So we'll go Sixers 2nd. Bucks 3rd, Nets 4th, Miami 5th. I think Hawks. Then we'll say the Bulls. And then, oh man, it's such a toss-up at the end.
Yeah.
You still got the Raptors.
I think the Raptors
Knicks,
are not going to make it. Maybe they'll tank for once.
Cleveland.
Oh, Cleveland. I forgot Cleveland.
It's in the middle of tank.
Shoot. Cleveland 7, then the Bulls.
Cleveland first before the
Yeah,
Bulls.
then the Bulls.
Which is crazy because they were good last year. So it's like for them to be 7 is like crazy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. But then they could have, those years they can be 7th with a better record than they had last year. Like,
Yeah.
it's wow, crazy.
So then, okay, so that's 8. So then
That's
we
the
have
top
just our
8.
we just got our
Yeah.
play-ins. Who the hell is on the Magic?
Pablo Banchero.
Yeah, that's it. Right?
Apollo.
They got
Pablo.
Suggs, Anthony. They got the
What's his name? Bobo?
yeah, but he don't really.
No, I thought he was on. I thought he's
I don't know. Is he
Yeah,
still
He's on that team.
he's on the Magic.
Yeah, they got
He's about to have a breakout. He's gonna be. That's my most improved player.
Mo Bamba, Wendell Carter Jr. They got Fultz still. They got Gary Harris. Jonathan Isaac may actually play this year. No,
Is Fultz playing this year?
Is Fultz playing?
Yeah, Fultz played a
He
little.
was killing last year.
Yeah.
Before he got hurt again, right?
Yeah.
So
Aaron-
go with Magic as your sleeper. You
Why
want to
not?
say?
Oh,
Why
they still
not?
got
That-
the Wagner brothers. Franz Wagner was really good last year too.
So let's go Magic, and then we'll go Washington.
But their lineup is very suspect. They're playing like 3 centers pretty much.
Yeah, it's weird.
He said, "Yeah, that's weird."
two
That is
small
pretty trash.
forwards.
Most improved, Mac McClung.
All right, so let's just stick with the team. No, please stop. All right, so I'll just do my Western Conference.
Finals.
Yeah, I'll do my Western and my Eastern. I'll just do both,
Yeah.
and then you just do both, and then do both, and then we'll just
Yeah,
put out. So my Western Conference Finals matchup is I put a question mark Pelicans. I just feel like I had to watch them, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Pelicans made it. But they're not in mine. But I wouldn't be surprised if they made it. I just feel like if Zion is healthy the whole season, they have a squad, man. They have a good squad, and I feel like they have a good chance. But the two teams. Clippers, I think this is finally their year. The Clippers, I think they're going to be healthy, and Ty Lue's a good coach, and they're deep squad.
Mm-hmm.
And then I feel like finally Luka is going to get there. This is Luka's year. Clippers, Dallas is my Western Conference Finals. And then Eastern, you already know who I got. I got Kyrie. It has to be Nets Sixers. It has to be. Ben Simmons has to be playing there in the Eastern Conference. That's just how it has to go. The basketball gods know we need this. It has to be seen. So that's what's going to happen. And I like what's just like the Pelicans. I put Cleveland there just because it's a very dark horse chance because they have young kids and never really have playoff experience. But I wouldn't be surprised if they made a strong run in the playoffs. I just put Cleveland as a question mark. But
how did you line them up? Because I don't know if it's like what's possible.
No. So I did it. So So mine kind of ended up like that because
I gotta think 1 and 8,
because
2 and 7. Right?
mine are technically my top 2 teams, but so I guess if you have yours in order, yeah, you would have to line it up to.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I don't remember my order now. You were writing them down, weren't you?
Yeah. So who goes first? You know yours?
No,
Brandon?
I don't remember. Brandon.
Oh no, I thought he was writing them down.
You guys are hilarious. All right, so you got Warriors, Clippers, Denver, Dallas, Memphis, Suns, Pelicans, T-Wolves, Lakers, Blazers.
So how would that line up?
So Warriors is your top. So 1 Warriors, 2 Clippers, 3 Denver, 4 Dallas, 5 Memphis, 6 Suns, 7 Pelicans, 8 T-Wolves, 9 Lakers, 10 Blazers.
So it'd be Lakers Warriors in the first round.
So I mean if they won it. That would be very interesting.
I would actually enjoy that because
That would actually be very interesting.
That's the one team they actually match up pretty well with, but
the Lakers like beat them. I don't know.
they match
Mm.
up.
I don't know why.
It's because of Pat Beverly.
Yeah, right. Pat Bev. It hurt for me to not to say. I wanted to say the Suns, but I can't be like that no more. It's over. They had their chance, man.
Yeah, they had
2
their
years.
They
2
had,
years.
they had that year. The 2-0 was that was the chance, man. They had to freaking win that.
I don't even respect them honestly after.
Yeah, I'm done with the Suns. I care less. I'm looking at what the Nets do this year. I can care less about them.
I think you're right with Luka. I think it's.
I just have a feeling, you know, when just like players like their time comes, I feel like it's finally gonna because you got who did they trade for? They got somebody. What did they get?
Christian Wood.
Christian Wood is a big pickup.
Christian Wood from Houston, right? Yeah. So they got that, yeah. And I feel like he's gonna turn into he kind of started doing it towards the end of the player that's gonna make his teammates better too and score and like be able to pick and choose like stuff like that. So I feel like that's just gonna overall like I'm looking at them like the LeBron when he was at Cleveland, like young LeBron and stuff like that, like teams like that. So I feel like this is gonna be this year. And like I said, the Clippers are just good, man. We can hate on them, but they're a good team. They're gonna win.
I don't know if it's possible based on what, but I think it's gonna be. I think it's got to be Denver, Dallas.
Well, you don't. You could say you're saying even because you're the.
I don't know where
way
they end up, but yeah,
it's not Sandstone. So you want Denver, Dallas?
I think so.
You
I
have
think Jamal
respect for
Murray's got.
Denver like
I
that?
think Jamal is going to come back. I think he's going to come back different, man. He's
They
gotta come
choke
off
in the
bubble.
playoffs a lot, man. A lot.
They
have
got
their
some help
chance.
with. They got KCP for defense, which would definitely help them out.
They got McGee.
They have They got
They got Aaron Gordon,
DeAndre
right?
Jordan. I don't know why they got DeAndre Jordan. But
Just for that, they're gonna lose. They should
he's
not-
actually the first person to get signed in free agency this year. Which is,
For real.
they got Bruce Brown too. Yeah, I mean, I like their squad. They got some They picked up some defensive players.
So you got Denver too?
No, I
Oh,
don't think
okay.
so. I think for finals, I
For
think
Western, yeah.
for finals, I'm gonna go with.
Like I said, it doesn't have to be. It don't have to be like matchup. Just think
Right.
about your two that you think will make it. And this is-
I'm going Clippers and Dallas.
All right.
Yeah, I like that. Clippers and Dallas.
I just had a feeling, man. All right, what's your East, Park?
Can we do it? Let's go Boston and then Brooklyn
That would
So-
be very fun.
because they got swept last year.
That'd be a
So I think
very
Brooklyn's
fun
gonna come
matchup.
back. Yeah, Brooklyn will be different this year.
That'd be very fun.
You know what? The one thing that I'm optimistic about with Brooklyn is that when they were outside just shooting around and we watched Ben Simmons airball that shot because it's trash. But Kyrie looked like he was having fun, and that's dangerous because when he's good and chilling and having fun, man, they are.
I don't. Go ahead.
Quick side note, yo, people were really on Twitter arguing with me about why am I getting on him for everybody? I'm like, bro, he's a professional basketball player. He's just shooting. How do you airball to the left? That's a wild.
That bad.
crazy
It wasn't
ball.
even like he was like short or what. It was so bad.
It's like it doesn't make no. Even if you're just joking and shooting, you don't airball like that. That's wild crazy. But that's besides the point. Go ahead, Brandon.
After watching some Nets preseason games, I don't really understand the fit between Kyrie and Ben Simmons, but
It's weird because you know why it's weird? Because Ben Simmons is kind of a hybrid. He just plays every position. He doesn't really do so. It's like, what does he do? Like, what position is he? I'm not even sure what he plays.
he brings the ball up and then he'll pick his dribble up and then give it to Katie or someone, and then he's just there.
Yeah, or do like Draymond, set the dribble handoff or the ball
Yeah.
screen on the top like that, and then roll to the basket or dive or something like that. He'd really not anything else but that. You're right. It is weird. It'll be interesting to see how it works. But I know that he's unselfish and he'll pass and he'll do all that stuff. So I know that KD and Kyrie will get all the shots they want. So ain't gonna complain about that. And they got shooters. They got a lot of shooters.
Defensively, they're a little suspect.
Defensive, they're trash. Claxton weighs less than us. He's their fucking big man. Man is a twig.
Pretty weak, but some playoffs you don't play.
Yeah. All right. So who you got in the Eastern? The East.
I'm going Sixers and the Nets. Oh,
Okay, we all got the Nets in there.
God! I want to say Bucks too, secretly.
I know.
I feel like the Bucks. You know why I want to say? Because I just feel like they had a good whatever. It's a time to just not make it. You know what I mean? They made it for. They won the championship. Made it to the. Did they make it to the Eastern? Right? They lost to Celtics, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because what's the name? Heard
Yeah,
it.
they didn't get any better though. So
Yeah, and I feel like, you know what I mean? After a while,
They
it's
had
like,
no pickup. This is what I mean. Like, I don't understand. They get no pickups.
yeah, they didn't
Like-
take anybody.
people don't want to go to Milwaukee. Oh man.
People don't want to play with Chris Middleton. They can't get rid of him. They paid him too much money.
What is in Milwaukee? Like, what's there? Beer? I guess beer. Yeah, you want to drink some beer or something?
Milwaukee cheese.
Cheese and beer. Come to Milwaukee for unlimited cheese and beer.
I can't do dairy.
And negative 20-degree weather. Yeah, I'm good.
I can't. Those small markets, it's crazy. For small markets to win, though, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it is really.
It is pretty impressive. It is pretty crazy. Yeah, because like you said, free agents do not go to those places at all.
No.
Okay, so we'll do this. So first one. So we'll go MVP. So this is easy for me.
Do we pick a championship?
Oh shit, I forgot. Damn. So okay, so I have Nets Clippers with the Nets bringing it back to the East Coast. Nets are gonna win the championship. We're winning it.
Mark it down. Dallas and
I know you want to say Nets.
You want to say Sixers.
I want to say Sixers.
It's just because you pay the $6 ticket.
I just feel like it's Luka's year and it's Embiid's year. Like I feel like those are going to be the MVPs. So I'm gonna go Dallas Sixers.
Dallas Sixers. Well, who wins?
Sixers. Yeah.
Harden gets his first chip.
Yeah.
Just because Harden's on there, I'd say no. Embiid's gonna cry again. Luka's gonna be like,
I mean, for Embiid.
If Dallas wins, they're gonna say Luka's the best player in the league. That's coming. They're gonna say he's the best player in the league, which is not far off to say.
No, he's getting there. He ain't the best, but he's getting there.
Yeah, definitely not. All right, who you got, Park?
I'm gonna stay on Denver.
Oh,
you got returning MVP, right? And then you've got your super dynamic guard coming back. I'll say Denver, and then let's say KD and Kyrie finally get there.
And the winner is, you want to say it. Just say it. They win.
I want the Nets to win. I mean,
I want them to win so bad. Kyrie's gonna turn into a monster.
It's just satisfactory for those that like understand that they're doing it outside. I mean, yeah, it's another super team, I guess, or whatever. But like every team has a dynamic duo, and if they can do it, then it just proves the point of like, I don't need LeBron, I don't need Steph, like I don't need
that's all that conversation.
Yeah. It's like,
we can do it too. Yeah, until they win, that's always going to be that. Because
you're always going to hear
LeBron carried and Steph carried. Like, even though KD carried that team, so whatever. That team was so OP. Like